Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Welcome to sideB, motherfuckers.
Hey, one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. It's certain. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do. Ay, there's only one goal, one thing, one rule, man, that shit don't change. It is certain. Real niggas do real fucking things. Real niggas do real fucking things. Alright, I'ma keep it general just like the army. Most real niggas know most niggas phony. Your shadow got your back, huh? Just like your homie. That's why shady niggas will harm thee. Just ask Caesar. Brutus got him and caught him before his last breather. If that don't make you believers, then you'll learn. Honesty is a quality that will burn, but it's cool. And trust is a quality you will earn. You a fool if you think you learn all of the rules. Imitating imitation and they calling it cool. I know a little bit, but go ahead and call me a fool. While you sprinkle sugar on shit and you calling it food. See, I'm just trying to groove and you standing on the wall with your hands on your balls, making crab claws move. Trying to bonk at a dog, but I don't bonk. I just fall back till you think you winning, but you lost enough again.
Man, you heard that shit with Deontay Wilder?
No.
Man,
What did he do?
this nigga's.
What did he
Basically
do?
says to him, if he dies type shit to the fucking cameras. He was like, I told you it's not a gentleman sport. This is a sport where we get paid, where we kill people, we get paid to do it. And so I use my right to do so.
I mean, that is pretty metal. But I mean, you could kind of say it's just a boxing persona just trying to fucking intimidate, you know.
That you could say that, and that's what I hope you can lean on.
Stuff.
But that shit was like, damn, son.
I mean, Tyson will fucking say crazy shit.
Yeah, he has.
Eat your kids.
I know, yeah,
and
no,
he fought a bunch of fights after that. So
He just said, I'll eat your children. I don't think they fucking take a nigga serious like that, saying no shit like that though. Cause it's like with that voice, even though like he's very aggressive and probably will eat your children.
he just sounds like an Oprah when he says it. Yeah.
I eat your children. Shit like, you know what, Tyson? Come in my fucking house with your boxing glove and I'm gonna meet you with this 45. Alright? Let's see if your left hook can dodge this fucking slug in your shoulder. Oh, what's the matter? You can't swing now? Bah! Up, there goes your right jab right there.
Shit.
But if he got me here, I'm dead.
I'm just saying, young Tyson probably could have took a bullet or two, son. That
Right, he
nigga-
probably could chew one.
That nigga was a monster.
Yeah, hit that nigga with like one of them fucking long ass arrows you gotta throw on 300.
For real, you gotta get that boy with the crossbow.
Fuck, Mike Tyson's so strong that he was one of the only few boxers that was in like one of the kung fu movies as a harder fighter and fought Ip Man and didn't lose. Nigga fought that man, but like if you told Ip Man if you survive what 3 minutes with me, I'll let you leave out of here, and that's what happened, son. It's not like he beat up Mike Tyson at the 3 rounds. Mike Tyson's like, all right, you made it, and Ip Man left out there limping. But I still put that 45 on that nigga. Fuck that nigga. He's still human.
I mean, dome shots.
Yeah, nigga said dome shot, kill shots only, huh?
I mean, son, I'm like young Mike Tyson. If 50 could take 9, I feel like young Mike Tyson could take 1 or 2. That's all I'm
45
saying.
though?
Okay, where you shooting him?
What that boy Omar said. With this right here, even if I miss, I won't miss. And I'm gonna knock that boy. I'm gonna put a hole something so big, no matter where I shoot you. I can put one in your shoulder. Your shoulder's gone. It's not like gonna be a bullet hole. No, that whole shoulder from a 45 is gone.
I feel you, son.
Now if I had a 9, I gotta let out the whole clip, and then probably have to reload another one.
And then throw the gun at him. Fuck, nigga.
That nigga still running towards you. You throw that bitch.
Like, nigga. That dude was scary to watch in the 90s, dog.
I mean,
Tyson?
Yeah.
Fucking that nigga was very entertaining.
Oh my God, dog.
Motherfucker
And people was wasting so much money.
Yeah.
he was vicious.
Nigga just punched too fucking hard, dog. That nigga hands
It
is
just like wouldn't get past the first round, wouldn't get past a minute. Wouldn't like it was like.
All right, we're in the
tricky.
first round here. It's Mike Tyson versus yada yada yada. And we're gonna jab. Oh my God, the fight is over. It is over.
People would have whole
He
parties.
broke, I think he had a record world. Yeah. Martin had a joke about that. Remember that on the show?
Yeah, that was a whole episode, but it was the truth. It was the
It was
truth,
true,
son.
dog.
It was the truth. That's why he made that the joke, because niggas would have whole parties and gatherings, and that bitch would
Right.
come on, and it'll be over. 90 seconds.
Like
What? And then you pay reviews was like your rent back then.
Nigga, you paying
Yeah.
like money for this, and that bitch is over in 90 seconds, nigga.
And
like
those fights, like the highlights of those gatherings were like the other fights that happened before the Tyson fight, but it was pretty much a known fact that Tyson's probably gonna end this shit early, and
or became a known fact.
and
Them
you
niggas
gonna
ain't
be
know
mad.
at first.
Yeah,
now,
like-
I'm too young to
like in the
really
early 90s,
remember how it must have been when he first came in the game.
First came up
because
because he came in as a very young dude.
Yeah.
Now I don't know
So-
the feeling of it was back then, but like I was a huge studier of Tyson, so like his younger years, that man was way more vicious than when he got older, like because he was so much.
Oh
younger,
no,
more
I've
aggressive.
seen all that shit too, but no, I mean to be the man on the ground, like how you know what I mean, like when Tupac died when you like 17, you know what I'm saying, like I mean that type shit, like when you could really feel it or when you really see it and got that true memory. Like my earliest memories is he was already knocking niggas out, even though you know, because I'm like what kindergarten, first and second grade and shit when he coming in and stuff, so I'm not like that into it, but he got so big that you could not know.
Yeah, you could not know.
You heard me? He got that big. He was a fucking cartoon. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
He had his own game. Nigga, they had all kind of issues.
Right.
You had to know Mike
Right.
Tyson.
That game was hard as fuck.
He was
too.
the premier boxer of our generation growing up. So it was like, you know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
funny. It's like because there's some other people, but like as far as like because in
The
different
name.
levels, it was like Mike Tyson, Roy Jones.
Holyfield.
Yeah, levels, dog. But Mike Tyson, like, you know, early
Mike
mid
Tyson.
90s, he was the premier boxer. You know what I mean?
And the
when you
thing
spoke
about-
boxing, it's the stereotype. Even Simpsons, when they drawing, like any cartoon they're drawing, Balrog is fucking Mike Tyson, son.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
Right.
I
He's like
love
he
how
was
the
a pop-
Simpsons
a pop
had that
culture
Mike Tyson
icon.
like that. Like the one that the Simpsons had that Mike Tyson like that. That was just a genius.
Like what you just said, D. He became an icon, son.
He was a pop culture icon.
Well, I want to know what
early.
it's like for like our grandpa, our dad, or some shit that first saw this nigga come on the scene and just start hammering niggas.
Black and white boys out left and right.
That young man's an animal.
Right?
That's
You
what
had
I'm
to be
just
tripped the
saying.
fuck
Like,
out.
oh, shit.
They probably ain't seen nobody hit that hard since like George Foreman and Joe Frazier.
Right.
Yeah, Foreman was a fucking
Foreman was a
head
monster.
knocker.
Yeah, watching that old tape.
He would to this day say Foreman still has one of the strongest punches
Yeah,
in the world.
that
Period.
was
Oh my
gorilla
God. That's why I was
puncher,
such a
dog.
feat with Ali did, cause nigga, Foreman. He
Such
like
that
a
little
lot of us like grew up, you know, him being in the grills and him being old and shit.
All of my
But
daughters named George after
we-
Georgina and shit.
we had
That's
never
shit.
seen him. That's so crazy, right?
That is crazy.
But we ain't never seen him
Narcissist as much?
as big in our real life as he was.
Nah, we definitely did not.
Like, cause you know when you see George
that.
Foreman, I think of the same bald head man. Whoopty. Cause even like when we was
His
young,
smiley
he had
face
a
ass
few
nigga.
little fights when we was young. But
yeah,
he was
like
older.
just a couple. Like
Yeah.
those were his last
But he was-
bouts. You know what I'm
But
saying?
Still was knocking niggas out.
But when you see him in his, that nigga was a legit dog. It's
Like
That
when-
boy with his hair.
That's
With
what
the
I'm
hair, with the
saying.
fro.
Like when he
With
had
the fro.
hair, that's when he was
And that
like
fucking mustache?
bulldogging niggas.
Nigga, and
Like-
he was huge. It's like you look at Arnold Schwarzenegger now and then, and you see Arnold Schwarzenegger in his
Yeah, that
prime.
motherfucker was a
that nigga
fucking
was a monster.
god.
Like, because the thing is,
Like, what
like,
the
once
hell
again,
is
it's generational. Our earliest thoughts of him is Terminator, Kindergarten Cop. So he,
Right.
He was swole in.
but
Yeah,
when
he
you
was
see what he
big
was,
That boy with the long hair.
what he
Yeah.
was a fucking Greek god.
The black and white photos.
Ooh.
Like, Arnold, bro.
It's a trip how big
Teach
these
me.
niggas be. Teach me,
Teach me, dude.
He was Mr. Universe a few times.
Ridiculous.
It
Yeah.
has awards after him.
son.
Man, I feel bad for that dude too, though, on some shit, because like there was a hotel somewhere. Like I think we might have talked about this. Maybe I'm not sure, but there was a hotel that had a statue of him in front of it. They, for whatever reason, wouldn't even let him stay there. Like he was supposed to have like a room that was always at that place
Yeah.
for him. And for whatever reason, they told him no, like you can't come, and he had to sleep outside in front of his own fucking statue.
Oh man,
I
where was
like,
this?
Damn.
Where was this?
You can look it up.
mean,
Like,
I
just
I mean, was
look
it in
up-
America? Is my question.
It was in America.
I'd have bought that bitch if I was on Schwarzenegger.
It was in
He got
America, though.
cake.
Yeah, like you got
Man,
dough.
Arnold Schwarzenegger got he don't have too many like he got fans, but he got some people that don't like him.
Yeah,
That's
Like
fine,
that
but don't have my
African,
but don't have my statue up.
African.
That's the only
Right.
deal. Don't have no statue of me there.
Don't
You ain't
have my
gotta
statue
accept
up.
me every goddamn well, but you got a statue of me up in this place.
I mean,
like, come on,
he got
man.
drop kicked at the other place he was at from an African.
Oh,
So like you know,
but
That was on purpose or accident?
that was, I mean, a drop kick seemed very on purpose to me.
But again, did that place have a statue up of this nigga?
Right,
Nah.
like they weren't like
Nigga.
pretending like they were trying to give him.
But he
give
was
him
there like
honor.
taking pictures and shit like that. Like
Don't-
he was there for like good shit.
Don't use my image to make money and treat me like shit,
Right.
Yeah, it's
that
true.
was my
I'll
whole
sue
thing.
the fuck out of you.
nigga.
I'm like, man, y'all got this man
my
image
statue,
out
my
there.
image.
I can't have I can't
People
stay.
take pictures and front that mofo most likely. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga,
Yes.
nigga,
It's a little weird.
I'll beat you up.
that's the shit I said. I'll beat you up.
Straight up.
Fuck
son.
out of here.
On the SwartzANigga size, boy.
Man.
Don't want to be fighting that guy.
But welcome to the Fly with Bats podcast.
Hello, greetings.
Episode, is it 81 side B?
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. 81 side B. This is that actor guy, Martin Bats Bradford. You can find me on social media, Facebook in particular, at Martin Bats Bradford. But on all the other joints, at Mr. Bats. Spell it Mr. Out, you're going to find another cat. And without further ado, I'm here with my brothers, as usual.
Well, you already know this your boy D-Mac, House of Your Dig brand, and that's where you can
House of
also
Your Dig.
Fucking right, the House of Your Dig
House of Your
brand.
Dig
You heard me? I am the Lord and ruler of that house. But yeah, catch me on Instagram at Your Dig Brand LLC, and I also have a website that's gonna be coming out super soon. I'm very excited for that. I got a couple of new products that's coming out. I'm excited for that. I'm just excited in general, but I'm a little sore because I had a late night.
So, Devin McAuliffe.
Yes?
House of Your Dig brand.
Your Grace.
The first of his name. The ruler of the Outcheers.
Born under the seventh son.
Kicker of asses.
Coon Slayer of Coons.
Slayer of coons.
I'm trying to get something else you sure see.
I'm gonna have to like come up with something and just like put it on one.
The purveyor
one
of Let's Not.
yeah.
The maker of art.
You
The maker
dig?
of love. The maker of groceries.
Yeah.
Of all groceries.
Maker of groceries.
Maker of
I
groceries.
like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna have to use that.
You dig?
But yeah, that's me, and we got one more present.
All right, live from Dante's Inferno. Posse Wine, it's your boy AlphaJo, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the roo. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me on IG, AlphaJo No E, 504 side B, 81 side B. We in this bitch.
We are in this
This
thing.
bitch.
This
Like
whole
side B.
bitch, man. They say life, that's what life is. So it all come back together. So yeah, man, we got a lot to get into, dog. Usually we start
do.
off with the starter section, not the starter section, side B.
But,
The etouffee of the day. Etouffee of the day is when we get into some of the hot topics. Some of the hot topics is going on. Oh man, that's going on. Sorry, y'all, I was an insider.
Yeah,
that's
inside
going on. You know, in the world on some deeper kicks, like we always say, man. That side A with them starters, man. We get into the hot topics. On side B, we get into something a little deeper. After that etouffee of the day, we get to that dose of NOLA'Murica.
Which is your friendly reminder of just where we stay and just what the fuck we be dealing with. Out
Yeah.
Which is an adverb, by the way.
Feel me? And then we get into that no, huh?
Bitch, I know you
Where
lie.
we find some crazy world stories, you know, that, you know, because, you know, the New Orleans is crazy, but the world is crazy. And after that, hero highlighting.
We have, what? I thought you said after the hero.
Hero highlight.
That's all, folks. Hero highlights a time where we take time to shine light on someone who's doing good in the world of pure D fuckery.
Fuck Ray.
All type of fuckery.
And then
I got caught up by this fucking joke that Martin posted about Sally Mae. I was like holding back laughter.
the perfect face.
That is.
Over that perm curl.
You know what I mean? But and you talking about this meme with Snoop Dogg with the perm. Y'all know that picture where Snoop Dogg got the most nastiest, disgusted look as he's rolling up. That's from Baby Boy, huh?
movie
That's from Baby Boy.
When he about to shoot Tyrese.
You know what I mean? And, you know, that's a meme face, and somebody wrote that's how Sally Mae feeling after that billionaire after seeing what happened with Morehouse and that billionaire, which we're going to get into the whole hero highlight, of course. But, oh, man, that was classic meme material, dog.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, dog, and then we holler at y'all the next couple of couplers, you dig? But before we get into all that, you pull out that scroll.
Hear ye, hear ye.
First up, the scroll is where we shout out our brother, sister podcast, and also some podcasts we dig, such as the Your 30 podcast with the Black Actopedia, Mr. Arrogant Observer himself, L. Lawrence Webber, and my favorite host, or that's what he calls himself, the favorite host, Marty Atwood, but that's my nigga. The Misbelief Radio Show podcast, hosted by DC Paul, Ocean Lilith, Malik the Historical Geek, Fat Girl Nola, J Steele, and us. Me, Jay Steele, and Marty Ellis from Your 30 also have a show on this network called The Reviewing That Show. You send us an email, we refer it, you review it. We cover all kind of just, nerd shit from Game of Thrones to Spider-Man, all the type news that's popping. We get into it as well as the hottest movies that's coming in your theaters.
I actually have a movie that I want y'all to review.
Oh, man.
I'm going to send it to you.
Let me know. Send it to reviewingdat@gmail.com. Again, you refer it, we review it on the Lake Podcast. The homies. We'll Figure This Out podcast, For Mrs. and a Mic podcast, Therapy Noir podcast, Sugar Sass and Sarcasm podcast, 50420 podcast, Fuck What You Heard podcast, Metal Hand of God podcast, No Dope on Sundays podcast, Home Video Hustle podcast, and the We Are Living Millennial.
In the 2000s kind of world, I'm glad I got my pansexual.
You dig?
Use the right fucking pronoun.
Everything matters. A living millennial podcast, y'all. So that's all the podcast. My bad I ain't shoot out the specific names today, but we got a lot to get into, and I ain't trying to make it extra long this time. So I think that's it. I think that's all the preliminaries. Hit us up at flywithbats@gmail.com just in case you don't listen to the end, motherfuckers.
One thing. Have you started watching Westworld?
Not yet.
Oh my gosh. I just finished the first season last night. That shit cold.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Everybody, tell me how you feel about the second season when you get through it. Cause
okay.
Everybody are highly loving the first season.
Yeah, I love first season.
Like the second season. I'm hearing mixed things. All mixed good.
And they be on his third season?
I think it just got greenlit for third or fourth, but I honestly don't know. But I see this ridiculously amount of praise for the first season, and people, but nobody said the second season sucked. They were like, it's not as good.
It's
as
just not as good as the first.
That's what they made.
That's just art. Like when you come out, swinging bolos and knocking out everybody,
and and when you're not seen, because that's when people don't see it coming, it's like, oh, you'll never be able to have that first impression, especially if it's a knockout blow again.
Yeah, it's like hard to top your biggest single,
right?
But I'm definitely gonna watch season 2. I highly recommend both of y'all watch season 1. Like that bitch is legitimately dope, and it's only 10 episodes, so you can eat it.
I mean, with Game of Thrones out the way, man, I'm gonna get to it and such. I just started the show Barry.
How was that shit?
I've been hearing good things about that, but I don't know what it's about yet.
It seems like it's funny and fire at the same time.
I mean, I watched maybe 3 episodes of it, and it's funny, dog. It's about this.
It's about the president?
No, it's about this hitman.
Oh, Barry, you talking about the movie, huh?
That's that movie
with Jason.
But anyway, Barry is about this hitman that's really tired of his job. He really only doing it because he ain't got nothing else to do, and he gets sent out on his hit, and on the hit he has to follow this cat. He casing his place, and his cat go in his building. This nigga take forever to come out, and then he go in there. It's a theater, and he get bit by the acting bug.
Oh wow!
So now he's trying to figure out.
Didn't we talk about?
I think we had.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
But I finally started watching it. And that shit funny, son. Especially for actors, it got a lot of actory. Because I always be wanting to see shows with some actor shit. Now we have so many shows about the music industry and the sports game. Like that's what shit always be about. I'm like, bruh, I want an acting show, man. Some shit that make me as an actor be like, oh, I get that joke. Y'all might not, but I get that joke. Yeah. So it's interesting. And the thing is, the juxtaposition of to be a hitman means you have to be a ghost, but he wants to be an actor, which requires the spotlight. So he's at odds with that.
I like that conflict.
Dude, it's an interesting deal.
Is it what?
And it's funny. It's not played for drama. It's like one of those joints like Weeds and shit, where it's like it's a dramedy, where they're gonna have some drama, but that bitch funny.
People will die.
Yeah, people will. Yeah, niggas die. Yeah, niggas die. But
so
it's
is it like Hulu, Netflix, what?
It's HBO joint. So if you're watching Westworld and shit,
you gotta watch it along
move
with
right on the Barry. He's sitting there as a white boy. So yeah,
I gotta watch Happy as well.
I've been hearing good shit about that for years. I just don't have an interest in it.
Happy.
But the niggas who watch it love it.
I watched that shit.
It come on Netflix, right? It's on Netflix.
Sci-fi.
But no, it's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix now? I don't know.
Well, most people direct me to Netflix to catch Happy.
Bro, that shit. So, what's that dude name? Is it John Hamm? Mm-hmm. He is this fucking murderous ass hitman who's a drunk. And somehow he's the only nigga who can see this like fucking weird ass cartoon looking thing. Mm-hmm. And he's on this mission to help this girl who's like this really supposed to be like this girl's like helper or whatever, this little cartoon thing. But in the midst of all that shit, dog, he goes through some of the most fucked up ass. It's like Sin City meets some like other shit, like some murder shit. It's very interesting because John Hamm plays this fucking schizophrenic psychopath also. Like he's not schizophrenic, but he's fucking definitely bipolar. He's fucking bipolar.
I'll go watch it just because I'm a fan of John Hamm. I really like John Hamm.
John Hamm eats this shit up. He's like, and that bitch eating it.
Yeah, I'm a fan of John, bro. He do his thing. So I just off of that record, because nobody told me he was in it. I just always
really.
He's
the main nigga.
People just tell me how much they love the show. Like I've been hearing it, like, oh, you gotta watch Happy, or I might be on the message board and like, what's your top shows that you like right now? And that's one of them that just pop up, shit like that. You feel me? I don't know anyone personally that's like y'all. Like I know people I've worked with, and they might bring up the show, but I don't know nobody in our circle that ever brought up Happy before. So I gave it a shot. Fuck, why not?
Hamm rarely ever does any wrong, and this one he masters.
I think John Hamm is a solid actor name if it's not his real name. It's just short and like.
See now, I'm mad that you got to almost bring that into the sphere. Like you really don't know sometimes, right? Because niggas stage names are still a thing.
What, Jamie Foxx?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whoopi Goldberg.
What's Whoopi Goldberg's real name?
Something that's not Whoopi Goldberg.
Where the fuck you get Whoopi Goldberg from?
I mean, her name ain't Whoopi, dog. She came up with her whole name, but she ran with that bitch, been running with it forever.
Red Fox.
I'm actually glad that's not a real name, because I was trying to like picture, how did your mom come to name you Whoopi?
Right. You couldn't help the Goldberg, but Whoopi, right?
Yeah.
Ain't Goldberg like a Jewish ass name?
I think so. I think that might be a good call. I know it's not a black name per se.
You don't know too many black Goldbergs, dog.
Only Whoopi.
Only Whoopi. The one black. Let's get to this shit, dog. We went all left. So yeah, let's get to that ETOUFEE, man.
All right.
Brother got his first gun, he ready to murder. He out of control like a swole on bourbon. I don't even drink. If I see you, I ain't see you. Nah, I don't even blink. Nah, I don't even think that I'm here. But if I see you and I like you, I'ma smile. Is this really who I am? Huh? Then versus now, life is too wild. This shit is out of hand. I'm just trying to live, but y'all don't give a damn. I'm just trying to be cool. I don't wanna lose my word, lose my mind, lose my spine, lose my shirt. But if you know me, then you know I go berserk. Then you know I go berserk. Then you know I go berserk. Head first, I'm just shucking.
Oh, okay. So what the fuck we cooking up today?
Well, first up, Jason Mitchell.
We gonna start with him first.
Yep.
Put that nigga in the pan
Son.
first.
Off dumb.
Say bruh. Say dude.
Bruh.
Say son.
As your partner.
Yo.
As your partner.
He has to fry, son, because I read the articles, and you know, usually I would give things like this like a little bit of time just to let more information come out and see like what exactly is going on. But what stands out to me are just so many huge, fast happening things. Like your agency dropped you. Like you got dropped by so many people, like so many high-powered executives collectively very quickly says no. You gotta go.
Let's lay it out there. His agency. UTA.
Yeah,
UTA is the #1 agency in the country, dog.
Correct.
Is that what that agency?
Most likely,
Rock.
dog. There's like
lots of stars.
there are
like,
3
with
main
them.
top agencies, dog. Like William Morris. There's 3 certain top agencies, dog, that will fight for who's #1 at any given year. But if you could get on either one of them, you're on the #1.
Yeah, you on the
all
super
3 of them
radar.
are the #1. Put it like that.
Right.
So
You're one of the biggest.
Dude, if you get with either one,
Right,
you
one
good.
of the 3 elder gods. Like,
Right,
you're
whichever
fine.
fire or water, like whichever
Yeah.
one you decide to fuck with, you can't go wrong, dog.
Right.
They're all #1, those 3. You hear me? So you are on one of the elder gods, that nigga. You feel me? Agencies. At the same time, your management.
Management.
Which is one of the best management out there too.
At the same time, you're the lead.
Right, you are a cash cow.
On a critically acclaimed Showtime series.
You're the
Chi.
money maker. You're a money maker.
Everybody says he's the motherfucker that connect everything together. He's the main character. You're the lead on the Chi, son. They dropped you right after getting picked up for a 3rd season. So they dropped.
They're not gonna do that for fucking speculation, son.
And you one of the leads on a Netflix film, Desperados.
They dropped you.
It's unprecedented. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
It was so fast. And these fucking people ain't just about to just toss their fucking money out the window like that. They know something.
Some factual,
You know
like something that they know, like no, there's no clear cut. No, there's no gray area. There's clear cut, open shut case.
Something seems very clear on their
He might be going
end
to
of
jail.
It. So with D-Mac, dog, I say, you know what? Fry fry, son. You did something fucked up. You need to make room. Make room. And you said something that we talk about all the time, nigga. You fucking had the keys to the kingdom and you squandered it.
He won, dog.
You won. You won the game and you squandered it.
I have no patience for motherfuckers who win.
You don't
Me neither.
And squander it.
Me
dog,
neither,
like,
dog. I don't care.
Joe, what you saying before I get into my shit? Huh?
I'll tell you this, dog. Jason Mitchell, everything's alleged right now.
Mm-hmm.
Until-
We're going to keep it alleged.
We can,
Until he comes to the light. I pray that there's nothing like this at all, and everyone's misunderstood on things. But I am going to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And as I prepare for the worst, I say this: your co-workers, your co-stars, the main co-star with you on the show,
And place your girlfriend.
all these people have something to say about you that was negative. And this has been ringing around your name, allegedly, for quite some time.
That was an actress who walked off the fucking show because he was.
That's
he
what we're
was-
talking
he was
about.
there.
His castmate that plays his girlfriend.
Yeah.
You feel me? She was one of the main ones that has put in sexual harassment complaints to the heads for a while.
Right.
And she had to have her boyfriend be on set at a point.
Come on,
Because
dude.
this nigga was bothering her that much. And before the last season was up, asked for her own release. When do motherfuckers... What actor gives up a cushy gig as one of the leads of a show?
What actor, son?
On Showtime.
Point this actor out to me. That is not already made in the fucking shade, son.
Son.
You fucking dropped
She
your
gave
gig.
up the gig because he the lead and you ain't thinking a lead gonna get dropped. The closest we got to that was Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, but that's when...
But he didn't lose his management in his speech. He just lost the gig.
Yes.
You lost almost everything in one crapshoot.
And with that context, that's when the words like alleged start to lose power to me. It's still that, but
I mean,
it's highly likely that it could be factual.
Well, we cut you off, Joe. What you say?
I say alleged because, you know.
No, it's the proper. It's proper.
It's proper.
It's safe.
Yes,
but like
it
he
is.
said, it loses some of his luster.
Fucking
Yeah.
quotation marks.
Hard ones in bold.
You know what I mean?
And plus,
Italic.
we're not saying what he did because we don't know what he did. So it's not like he's saying like he did X action, Y action, and Z action. But I mean, something had to have transpired. That's all I got, really.
If all these people have come together to say you need to go, dog,
Right.
then you need to go. There's no way that, you know, people are after you. There's no conspiracy. They're trying to take you down. There's none of that, because the thing is they were giving you everything that you wanted. You know what I mean? At least everything that you worked hard for, you was earning it. And it was getting given. Desperados, Mudbound with the Compton, all these things, you know.
And I'm gonna pause you there. I'm gonna throw this out here. Black people stop doing that shit. Every black man ain't getting set up. You
Right.
need to look at
Right.
motherfuckers be getting themselves in situations. I'm getting tired of you gonna make when niggas really do get set up, fucking diluted and lose the realness that you need to have behind it and the sport you need behind a real nigga getting set up. Because every time we want to say free Weezy when Weezy did that shit, free Boosie when Boosie did that shit. Oh man, that's fucked up what happened to Jason when Jason most likely seemingly did that shit. When niggas
Right.
do that shit, they gotta take the lick.
Right.
Free Meek Mill, nigga.
They
Yeah,
gotta
but
take
like,
the
you know,
lick, yo.
Like,
We gotta
come on,
stop
y'all.
coddling these niggas, man.
We have to.
Dog,
That shit
niggas,
is irritating.
we gotta stop coddling these niggas. We gotta stop giving second chances to niggas that deserve it. There's some niggas out there who deserve second chances. They
Some
never
people
taken the
do
game.
deserve a second chance, but motherfucker gotta be remorseful in order to earn it. You hear me?
Right.
Yeah.
But my deal is this, dog, and this is why I hit a nigga like me so personally, and most likely why it's gonna hit y'all the same way when I say this shit, son. For me personally, dog, I'm a black actor in New Orleans.
Correct.
He's a black actor in New Orleans.
Correct.
You feel me? He's a guy that his success came very quickly.
It practically fell in his lap.
Dude, I got too many people that's close with him that I'm cool with. You feel me? That gave me too many rundowns. You know what I'm saying? He had a hard life, but he did not have a hard industry
like-
life.
Grind, yeah, like he didn't grind it out.
He didn't
Yeah.
have no formal training. He didn't come up in this like we did and stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
He wasn't really in love with the craft of acting.
I think he
At the
no.
time.
I think he fell in love with the craft of acting. Like, you know, all of us we want to do since we was kids type shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like we were born in it.
But
like,
that don't mean that you
came to
can't.
like
But
it.
that don't mean you can't fall in love love with it. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
he did get an acting. He did join an acting class. and
Oh,
shit.
okay.
He did. You know what I mean? So no.
He put in some work.
He put in some work. I'm not gonna say this
plays.
nigga just was like, fuck it.
Okay.
But you know, your normal journey, dog, niggas would be in this game for like 10, 12 years before they get the type of shine that fell upon him after Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah.
Now he knocked it out the park. The talent was there. He was prepared. Whoever his acting coach was had him good. But he didn't grind for long. He did audition in the audition game for maybe a year or two. And then boom, in 2015. You see what I'm saying,
Yeah.
son? So, like, some people feel like maybe too much came too fast for him because he did, like, that journey give you character, dog. That journey give you character.
I'm not a.
No. Let me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead, dude.
Some people are saying that maybe that shit came too fast and all this la. But at the end of the day, my nigga, it's like where I am still grinding to try to get up in the game, son. That shit is a slap in the face of all us niggas trying to come up when another nigga dream fall in your lap and you take that shit for granted. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me in particular, dog, I often say I was at that audition when he walked in to audition for Eazy-E. So in many ways, I saw your genesis. I saw the moment right before you about to blow. And from that point, you being a New Orleans nigga, I'm following your career because you came from where I came from. You heard me? And I saw it. Like, I was in the room when this is the moment that no matter what you come down back to, auditioning for fucking Straight Outta Compton took your life to the next goddamn level.
Yeah.
So for me to see over the time, like Joe mentioned, dog, there's been incidents that have been happening that would have ended a lot of other nigga situations. He blew up on this F-flight attendant for no reason, and that made all the fucking news headlines. He allegedly body slammed this chick at this event, and that made a whole bunch of news headlines. He allegedly went like ape shit on some chick in the club, and that made a whole bunch of headlines. I got people in the industry, dog, that I'm cool with, that told me, oh yeah, man, like he be showing up the set like 3 hours late and shit, high and shit, because he be going to parties at night, not being able to show up in time. He's temperamental as hell. I'm like, son, all this shit coming up, like been bubbling about you. You know what I mean, around you. And I'm looking at as Amazon. God damn.
Sure it ain't fucking 5-0.
What?
Are you fucking crazy?
So they knocked on the door and then left the motherfucker.
Is he fucking crazy?
Man, that nigga beat on that bitch.
Hey.
I would have spazzed out on him like, say,
He got his
bruh.
car. But all this shit bubbling about you, dog, and you only just got on in 2015.
Yeah.
Right, dog.
That is a small amount of time,
That's 4 years.
dog, to accumulate that much of a reputation to the point of where we are right now. To you've been dropped by everybody.
Like, practically at the same time, son.
That pisses me off. Like, on one end, I'm sad. You hear me? Because it's like, damn, a nigga from New Orleans, dog, you fucked it up.
Right,
but
dog.
most of the end, I'm frustrated and angry because, nigga, I'm trying to, like, there's so many of us that would kill to get the opportunities, not even necessarily the booking, the opportunities that you've been getting. And you gonna just be up here, niggas rooting for you, niggas riding with you, niggas like, man, I want this, you know, you inspiring niggas and
harasser.
And you doing the most fuck shit. You sexually harassing motherfuckers.
I have no
Real ass
patience
nigga
for
shit.
that.
I was
And that's
saying-
why,
I was
like,
saying, like you got a temper, you keep fighting niggas, you need to get the hood out you. All right, I kind of understand that money can't change some things. Nigga, you over there being a fucking perv.
When you in this game where we at, Joe, and we ain't got shit, you hear me? Broke, you hear me? And this nigga, I don't give a fuck what kind of temper. You got temper, I got temper. You think our tempers going, after all we've been through since, let's say, graduating college.
Right.
All this time, son, all this shit we've sacrificed, all this shit we've been through. You think a fucking tempo, I can't get the New Orleans out me, gonna stop the bag?
Right. Are you really saying that?
Nah, Joe, I know you ain't gonna go out like that.
I'm just trying to see what his mind at.
Even if I understand where his mind could be, but I'm
For
still...
me personally, nah. My
I
nigga,
can
like,
understand something and still not fuck with it. You
Right.
I understand all those elements. Like, they have merit. He got shit too fast. You have merit. He might have all these other issues. This nigga probably need therapy.
That's
whatever.
what I was gonna
all
say.
that shit can have merit, and I can still be like, but fuck that, dog.
Yeah, fuck that. Like, that's what I was going to say
He was
earlier,
sucking
son.
oysters in a restaurant not
That's true,
6
dog.
years ago.
If I could act and do all that just for my dreams, my nigga.
I think it's
what
still...
temper?
Dog, what temper, son? Like, I think it is slightly offensive to try to, like, passively give him what's the fucking word I'm trying to get, dude? Like,
Rope.
yeah, like trying to give him rope
Out.
by saying that he got it too fast, so he just couldn't fucking handle it. Like, that is like coddling, dude. Like,
it can have merit, but still not be your end all. I think that
you
is
still
true.
have to be responsible for what the fuck you do.
It
though.
is.
That
Right.
doesn't
negate.
right.
It doesn't negate anything
But
that
it
you
does
fucking
give an
doing,
understanding
dog.
of why you did what
Yeah,
you did.
I can understand why I can understand any motherfucker fucking up, dog, and still be like, you was fucking up,
no,
dog.
no.
You fucking
You
up
fucked
though.
The overall end of the answer is that you fucked up.
But he's not a victim of fame though. Like I can't like call
Some of this
him
is
that.
character shit.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
dog.
Because when you look at all the other shit that's been piling up, and then you get to this, he was let go first. The Netflix guild let him go first. You hear me? Desperados. He was Desperados, and that whole cast, or a lot of people in that cast, had issues with him either being temperamental or sexually harassing the women. And I'm like, what in the world are you doing? You know what I mean? What you, dog, you're not untouchable. Don't let your ego ever get you to a point where you as a black person in a white industry will think that you're untouchable
You
or
think
not
you
replaceable.
untouchable?
Boy, go look at Columbus Short. What is he? And he looked like he was going to be a star. You hear me? But he fucked it up getting on drugs and being domestic. And now you fucking up doing goofy shit. So from Desperados, then you get to The Shy. And The Shy like, well, damn, nigga, you heard me? Like,
Our main person said
we already got complaints on our set, and that's not a good look for the lead of our show to have bad fuckers. We're already dealing with a problem on our set with you, and where we try to contain and not have people even know about because you're our money maker. But that's not gonna look good on us if you're our lead and you're over there fucking up. So then that's when they start leaking about the castmate and being like whoop-de-woo, and then other members, not even just her,
Right. It's
other women on the
multiple
cast.
It's multiple women.
Like what? In the Me Too era, like you shouldn't be doing this in or before or after any era. This is wrong.
But to do it in this time
when white
audacity.
niggas
You're an idiot.
is getting taken out for this type shit, and
Right.
you think you untouchable,
You're an idiot. You need to fry.
son?
Go away, Jason.
All of
I'm
this
sorry,
is
dude.
goofy,
You gotta
and
go
it
away.
hurt because
It
he's
hurts
from
because it's
here,
the home team.
home team,
Yeah.
black
Nigga
nigga from
any
the
other state,
city.
I'd be like, Fry.
Bruh.
And I was like, ball.
Nah.
Jussie didn't even lose his agent in management. I keep saying
dog.
this.
Like, damn, son, you
Like-
just really took it that far.
I've seen niggas booted from gigs but still kept their agent in management. Like, damn.
What the fuck did you do, son?
It's the, like you said, the crumbs. It's an accumulation of
Right,
things.
he been leaving breadcrumbs for years,
You've
dog.
given them all the rope to hang
all the
with.
ammo.
Every piece of the bullet.
You know, I just don't know how you could fuck up all that money and opportunity, and you was shucking oysters.
What you think he would have to do?
Now you
about
shucking and jiving. Boy, I gotta laugh at that one myself. I like that.
shucking oysters, shucking and jiving. Now, what is? He ain't even shucking and jiving now.
Nah, he about to be.
You heard
He
me?
about to be. Listen, I'll be in anything. I dress in blackface.
What do you think you have to do to come back? If there's a comeback from this, what would be the maneuvers for it?
Admit whatever you did wrong. Say you're gonna seek help. Actually seek help. Stay out the limelight for about 5 to 10 years. Do support a lot of activists in the program.
Oh, because I did say this off mic that he probably gonna go the drug route. I was on
Yeah.
drugs. I'm gonna need rehab.
Which I think is so trash. Like that's like such an easy way out. Like you can use that reason for literally any fucked up thing you do.
I lost my mind.
I need drugs. Doctor said I got a backiotomy.
Man, yeah, because that's what the white people do, right? Like,
Right.
he gonna probably be like, I was on drugs, I have
Mental
a
problem.
low key pill addiction. Because that's what when Jussie pulled that, he's addicted to ecstasy or some shit. I got low key
Yeah.
addiction. Go to rehab for a little while, disappear, apologize, like you said, Joe. Go to rehab and disappear for a good minute, and then pop up in some fire ass indie movie or some shit.
I mean, I have to donate to a whole bunch of causes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
But
saying?
He has to actually be remorseful though. It's
Yeah,
not
he has
cool.
to.
I just don't like the idea of when you get yourself in trouble, you make yourself the victim of something else just for like sympathy, and then you bounce back like that. Like that is complete garbage to me.
You're right.
I mean,
I like how you put that too.
in
That's
one
just what
way-
it is.
In one
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
you look at it like from a PR person of public image, and you try to say, okay, this is how you get the public image. But as for you, the person who did the action, while doing these actions, you should have full remorse in everything you should do. Everything should be genuine. Though it's maybe good for image, you can't help that. You know, that's what's gonna happen. So you got to capitalize off that if it does. but you gotta want to do that. Like you really gotta go above beyond. You even gotta go when the cameras ain't on.
It's fucked up to say though, dog, but I would hope there's actual and genuine remorse. I would hope that after all this, because I've never been at that point. Like we've all been at rock bottom, but I've never been at the type of rock bottom where I've actually attained my dreams. I got it all in my hands.
Right.
And,
things are on the ball.
And
moving.
not only did I lose it, it's my fault that it's gone. I
my
never felt
game.
right. I never felt that kind of rock bottom. So I'm just really hoping.
But you know, I never felt like sexually harassing women.
No, I'm about to get to that point too. So I'm just really hoping that like in all of this, the sexual harassment, all of his fuckeries that he's done to get him to this point, that will give the wake up call for true remorse. Because without true remorse, your apologies is some fake shit. If you don't really feel, if you don't understand that, dog, like what you said, nigga. You not only went out fucked up, but you harassing women. You getting in people's space. You doing the type of shit.
You didn't go out because of some kind of hood attitude, which we still went the same way we accept.
You said it earlier. You said it, I think, earlier about how like you could almost accept if it was just some temper shit.
Yeah, dog.
Versus, but
I can't accept you sexually harassing anybody, dog.
But that's what I'm saying. I would hope that losing everything, because that's the thing too. Maybe let's give him lightweight rope, and it's gonna make D cringe, right? Maybe let's say, what if he didn't realize the extent, right? Even though everybody's saying this woman had multiple complaints and other people had multiple complaints. What if they didn't complain? What if he didn't know of the complaints? What if? And he was actually ignorant that how he was coming across was harassment. What if, right? If in losing all of this, bitch, you gotta know now. You know what I mean? I hope that something dawns on you to see that a change and some growth is needed.
If it takes all that for him to notice it, if hitting rock bottom will definitely wake you up.
Right.
But at the same time, when you do such evil as that, it's hard to give the what ifs because you know what you're doing when you do that. Yeah. So like to live in that what if world, yeah, he has no choice but to wake up right now at rock bottom. But I think it's more of like him waking up because now he's caught.
Mm-hmm. But that's the whether it's that or what I'm saying. Either way it go. I hope it just gets him to the point of genuine remorse, so he can grow as a person. So if he ever got another chance, he wouldn't do
a fucking sexual harassment,
or any of the fuck shit, like showing up to set 3 hours, any of the shit that he's accused of.
You need to be a better person overall, and a better person, like person that's management and time and all that. But overall, let's say you never want to be an actor. Let's say you never get that. Whatever, dog. Just don't be a sexual harasser at the end of the day.
Real.
I would want you to not be an ain't shit person. Right. But I respect you more if you choose that to be that way and live that life. Well, there's homeless people I respect every day that don't sexually harass anybody. All right, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but part of the reason why people accuse him of being an ain't shit person is the sexual harassment.
The 3 hours of sitting all that, like, I take all of that, dog. Like, I won't. I would take it, but
I understand. It's not as detrimental as you harassing you. You're not hurting other people doing that. You're only hurting yourself.
Right, you're only fucking over your life. Yeah,
bro. Your own self.
I can't take that for myself, but for you
harming other people.
Right?
Shit.
Sexual harassment, dog. You're better than that, dog. You may get in your own head. You may tear yourself down. You may beat yourself up.
Yeah.
But sexually harassing people is a fucking weird ass sickness that, dog, you need to get the fuck away from.
That girl gave up her job for you, dog.
Son, I don't know if I want you around film after all that time, dog.
And but once again, a lot of these niggas is getting guy like that, but through it all, like, yeah, exactly what you're saying, nigga. You gotta learn some shit, and most likely you are, dog. Most likely you are. Hopefully, because that's a lot. That's a major thing. And
man, fuck that nigga.
So moving on.
You could fucking be remorseful all you want. You heard me? You cannot measure that. Like, there's no way to even tell, like, true remorse from fake.
Oh, no.
What I'm saying? Like, I just think he just needs to fucking fry.
I mean, he can fry too. I think the conversation of remorse was when the hypothetical of how he could bounce back if it was possible.
Yeah.
That was the only thing. That's what I'm saying. Because the thing is, people hustle the remorse thing whether they feel it or not. But that's why me and Joe was saying we hope if he does, because he's most likely going to hustle it. That's what they all do.
Right.
That's almost like the Limelight fucking go-to book. Right. So all I'm saying is when he decides to come forward with that, us two niggas over here saying we hope it's somewhere genuine, because if it's not, you only setting yourself up for future failure.
Yeah.
Because then you don't even know what the fuck you fucked up for real.
Yeah.
Right.
You didn't learn shit.
Yeah, that's 100%.
But speaking of not learning shit, apparently a lot of people didn't learn shit about science as we move to these freaking strict ass abortion laws dealing with Alabama, Georgia, and pretty soon Louisiana.
To the point in that ring too.
Huh?
I think Mississippi in that range.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
I say
they
that,
so
that
pro
wouldn't be
them.
a shocker.
Bruh.
I mean, they invented incest.
It's between them and Bama. It's between them and Bama. But like
The Greeks went to Mississippi and the Romans and created incest in those two places.
my son, man, niggas stand by the fact of dude, like there's so many things that's wrong with these laws just on their own, just conceptually. You know what I'm saying? Before we even get into the actuality of dog, why a bunch of white men sitting around in a circle voting on shit that they don't know nothing about, voting on what's gonna happen with women's bodies.
Because they got two older white women with them.
I mean,
That's what they've been doing since the inception of this fucking country. Like
Right.
it's
Since
like
the inception of time.
it's always been a group of white men who don't know shit about shit except for what they want, sitting around making all the fucking rules.
decisions for everyone else.
Yeah, like that's always been the fundamental problem with this country.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's this trick that like it looks like we have a choice in the matter, but it really always comes down to just this one room with some white dudes in it who got all the fucking power.
To a freaking point, our freedom is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Freedom is always to a freaking point.
Yeah.
And it's just like discouraging because like on one end, okay, there's so much to get into with this, but again, just like I said, fundamentally, dog, the rules that the laws that you're passing don't make sense scientifically. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about 6 weeks, dog, like the women keep telling y'all, a lot of times we don't even know if we're pregnant by 6 weeks before we to even have the decision made if we want to get rid of it in 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, just having a heartbeat doesn't make a human being with rights. The deal is the heart gets developed early so it can be the seed that sprouts everything else. That don't mean they got fruit on that tree, bruh. That don't mean that shit is a motherfucking apple orchard at this point, bruh. That means it's just the thing that's starting it. That does not mean it's a living organism full blown, dog. Zygote ain't about to come out this bitch calling us mommy and daddy. So to treat it as if motherfucker is killing babies, because that's the propaganda that the pro-life motherfuckers do. Like, oh no, they're killing babies.
Right.
That's not what's happening.
That's the trick right there. Like that's like the fundamental question with this whole argument is still, when does life begin?
Mm-hmm.
You know, at a conception or after like a certain time period, boom, boom. We still really haven't made like some sort of agreement as to what the answer to that question is.
Mm-hmm.
And since the lawmakers know that, they can basically like use that to push their own fucking thing, because since nobody really can say when does life start, then they can just say when and make laws that, you know, fit that narrative and punish people who
they should
push
punish
like against
themselves for every time they beat they meat. Then if we're gonna go that far back, because it's a stretch.
wasn't that proposed?
The masturbation thing. I mean, it's become a conversation. But I don't know if it's been proposed officially.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Things about men like that want like getting vasectomies, 100% like niggas had to get that, or
A vasectomy versus this not the
listen,
same. No, I'm not. No, I'm saying what you're saying. Like it's not the same, and they're not getting that.
like a vasectomy or pills for niggas would probably be the best thing they could ever do, or anything. Most of those things won't even hit the floor of what men should do with their bodies, and that's the real honest truth about it. That's how it's right now. I don't know about in the future, but for right now and for the next 50 years that I see, there's not gonna be too many laws. There's gonna be
A nigga tried to
bodies.
make it hit the float. Tried.
Oh, yeah, I've tried.
What was the headline we read where the dude was like, you can't. He was trying to, on top of the abortion thing, he wanted to make it so you couldn't make niggas get a vasectomy or some shit.
Yeah, that was stupid.
And I'm like, so it's exactly what you just said. When the nigga try, it's gonna be a whole bunch of other white niggas on the pro-life side to be like, nope.
And the fact that there's a strong number of white women who support this shit, it just makes it even more of a problem, because not only do you have these men who have the power with these stupid beliefs, but they have voices of women who have been fucking apparently brainwashed.
No, you better be very specific. White women. It's white women.
Yes,
white women voted Trump into office and they want to act all boohoo and shit. And there's a lot of white women, because like I said, white women wrote the bill. And there's white women wrote the abortion bill for Alabama at least. And that's why it made me laugh when Alyssa Milano pop out here talking about let's do a sex strike and try and get everybody to do a sex strike. And I'm like, Alyssa, go get your white people.
Right.
Go get your people. Go get them over there. Because if you look at the Hillary numbers, black women didn't even like Hillary, and they still get at 90% of the numbers on the polls because they knew we going with the greater of the two evils.
Right.
You know what I mean? We can maneuver with Hillary as women. We can't maneuver as Trump. So when you see he got 53%, and you see, like we said, with the white women that even support the religious dogma and the bullshit on the pro-life side, all pro-life motherfuckers ain't white men. It's a lot of white women that are pro-life. And my biggest problem, as I always say with pro-life, is, at least with pro-choice, whether I agree with abortions or not, I'm still giving you a choice. With pro-life, we're just telling you that you are being forced to believe what we believe and fuck you.
Pro-life is dictatorship.
Man.
And it's deeply rooted in this whole fucking religion thing.
Something
like
even says communism.
Like we have like a lot of symptoms that are just part of like a larger issue. Like all of the problems that we're dealing with right now, we're only dealing with them on the surface. Like with this abortion shit, like you can take that apart and bust it clean down to fucking faith and religion.
Because it's the lie of church versus state.
Yes,
that we don't have it, but we really still do.
But we like really, like they got roots to all this fucking shit. And it's like, if we continue just to try to tackle all this like surface shit instead of the actual problem, like we're just gonna be running in fucking circles. Cause that's what I feel like we're doing right now. Like we all know these are problems, and we've been knowing these are problems for fucking years at this point. Like we talk about this shit like all the fucking time, yet we make no headway on it. Why? Because certain people who have power got certain systems of thinking and beliefs, and that is very hard to change with anyone.
I mean, it's been centuries of these beliefs, right?
Well, yeah. I mean,
you're right. It's
be
beyond
centuries
hard.
to undo them.
yeah. Like how this country, like 1700s.
But I want to say that we are making headway, because the conversations of this generation weren't being had last generation.
True. We are having a conversation.
So we are, and those.
We are moving faster throughout time and technology.
Those conversations are leading to change, but the problem is it's one step forward, two steps back. One step forward, two steps back, and eventually with one step forward, two steps back, you do get ahead, but it's the longest way of getting ahead.
The longest way possible.
You feel me?
It's unfortunate.
Miscarriages. Like, oh my bad, what you say? What you about to say, my nigga?
It's like we do excel in a lot of areas where we exceed a lot of around the world.
We're growing.
And we're growing fast.
And slow at the same time. Ain't that weird?
It's weird because we only hold on to the prehistoric shit that most white men like.
Or that the people in power like.
Which are most white men.
Yeah, but you know, that trickles to the white women, and it trickles to, you know. And there's a certain contingent
all
of coons.
All product of the white man.
Yes.
There's a certain contingent of coons that's on that side, too.
Product of the white man.
Let us not forget.
I'm not disagreeing with you whatsoever, my nigga. Continue.
So.
Or whiteness. Because that's the thing, too. People don't understand. I don't have a fucking problem with white people in particular. I have a problem with whiteness and the concept of that. That is what's holding us back.
Whiteness is his own person.
Nigga, it's his own issue, his own religion, his own sickness, his
own
poison. Whiteness is a problem. But what you saying, my nigga?
Man, look, I hit the way
you forgot, bitch. Well, look at this thing about miscarriages gonna even be followed up with investigations.
Yeah, you
know
get
how
up to 30
crazy
years
that
for miscarriages.
It's really bizarre.
You know what I'm saying?
A miscarriage.
Crazy, dog.
It wasn't. Well, you ain't gonna get the 30 years for the miscarriage. You get it if they find out that the miscarriage you caused it.
Yeah, you caused it.
It wasn't natural, and that's really getting in.
That's
like,
fucked up, dog. So this is what you telling people, dog. They just want you to just like, you know, either have kids or go to jail. They don't give a fuck if they don't give a fuck if you take care of these babies or not. Just either have them or you going to fucking jail.
Because they really don't care about them afterwards. You know, the foster, like those orphans and shit are at an all-time high in most states right now.
Let's not talk about special kids with needs and shit.
Yo,
they don't get that much fucking support and treatment like they fucking need to keep going and surviving in this world. Oh my God, the list goes on and on.
And I'm like,
kids that's lost in the system.
And I'm like, you white women, how in the world the ones that are pro-life, that are like, because even Tommy Lahren even said, I ain't with that shit. You ain't gonna tell me to do with my body. You know her ass crazy.
That's a complete shocker.
Really, it is. Even well, not really, because she lost her last gig because that's where she stood, and her last gig was they on the conservative tip.
Tommy Lahren was like, listen, I need an abortion right now.
Old habits die hard.
You know, being contrarian is a freaking addiction, right? Yeah. But no, that's how she really feel. Even Trump said rape and incest are his exceptions. But I'm like, if you're a woman that votes for this, you're voting against women. And
but you know, like, anything about the choice that you want to make for yourself, you're wiping that out. And why?
And they often use that that huge extreme, which is some real shit. Like some 12-year-old girl, if she get raped by some nigga and she want to get rid of the baby, you saying that the little girl gotta put her body through it? Because that's the thing too. That's what I meant to say. Like, you're women, you know what pregnancy will do to the body. Right. Why force another woman to do that when she might not be ready to, or really fundamentally might kill her? Right. And in the black community with black women, that's a big issue. That's a big issue. You making if y'all, oh my God, that's a whole nother element. White women, you just sentencing some of our women to death, to fucking death, because you feel like they gotta have We gotta be cattle. Gotta be chattel out here.
Not even just our like grown women, like our fucking children also.
That's what I was saying. The 12-year-old, 11-year-olds, you making them have to have kids.
Like very young girls get pregnant by rape all the fucking time.
And then says,
like we gotta punish them too. Like,
or even punish them for making a mistake.
Or just making a mistake. Like if I was in law, like I would ride that fact. Like you just have to listen to that part. Like get it about the grown women, you know, that's one thing, but even more so, like think about these fucking children.
Mm-hmm.
Like y'all want 10-year-olds having fucking kids
with no other options at the very least, because that's what you're eliminating, options in America. We're supposed to be free.
Is this what we doing? Like I would ride that. Like I don't know why that doesn't get talked about more in this context, but go America.
Arkansas passed said that rapists can sue over abortion. Like this happened like a couple of years ago, but it's like resurfaced as a headline. Like how like if you rape this girl, because I saw this other headline, this rapist sued and got joint custody to his rape babies, and I'm like, y'all are really, what judges are passing these things?
Ooh, like what? Like where is this? Like how is this possible?
The goddamn South, nigga. Like for whatever reason, like we talk about dogma, we can't ignore. Like you talk about roots, the Bible Belt. It's gonna be so hard. Like Vermont was some real niggas and passed choice. Like, look, women, do what the fuck you want. But it's gonna be hard to get these red states and this freaking the rooted nature of that dogma, that religion, that Christian stuff that they take and twist and take however they want to.
Misogyny.
Dude, it's a hard fight.
It's hard.
And I'm kind of embarrassed for my freaking region.
I mean, dog.
It should be. It's fucked up.
We always been a fucking.
I was about to get it.
And I was thinking that maybe we would stay out of that shit and get some more movie shit back popping. Well, we can definitely throw out that possibility. Like Hollywood ain't gonna have nowhere to go soon.
Dog, Cali just passed a bill that would throw money at.
Yeah, they getting tax credits.
They getting tax credits for not shooting in spots that have this heartbeat bill in place.
They are reclaiming.
Because Cali been so mad. Cali been mad for about the last decade that the South has been winning as far as getting this money. Yeah. Of course, you know, so much shit still go through Cali. They still the Mecca. But as far as they not getting as much money as they used to, they've been going crazy. And it's not even the first type of bill to try to keep people in Cali and shooting shit. But now the South is just giving it.
They're giving it away.
Like, here you go. We're fucking backwards. We don't support women. In fact, we're attacking our women because this is an attack on womanhood. No other way to see it. If you want to listen to them.
This is an attack on womanhood. This is an attack on children. This is an attack on.
It's an attack on the weak. It's a fucking attack on the powerless.
This is 100% telling women they don't own shit.
And that's the thing, and that's very American. It's freaking ingrained in freaking America to tell women, no, this is what you can do with your bodies. You hear me? You're a hoe if you don't listen to this. You're dirty if you don't listen to this. Or your life is on the line. I don't give a fuck because this is what we're gonna tell you about your body, woman. And it's like, dude, at a point,
people rape you and get 3 months in jail. Doctor does the abortion for you. He gets 5 to 10 years possibly. This is fucking crazy, dog.
And everybody and nobody want to take the responsibility, or like how D said, man, look at the roots of the matter. Like all men get blamed for it because of, you know, all these white men fucking it up. All just the certain, I mean, just ain't white men, son. Just the mentality that we get taught. The women getting fucked over and they fucking over each other. It's like so much shit, and it gets to a point where you could get almost frustrated. Like, damn, can it change for real?
You can't have white people get this shit in line.
Not just white people.
Everybody got their own part to play, but for the majority, it's white people.
Right? I mean, only because they are the majority number-wise.
They're the majority fucking it up. They're the majority that's like got the stupid ass morals and living backwards.
That's a lot of us with that bullshit too. Like they got a lot of conservative Negroes.
Ain't a lot, dog. It's a number, but it ain't fucking the majority.
You feel me? It's, and you talk about white people, but wait, hold up. I want to get to Bill Nye right quick.
He's
Bill,
different. He's not white. He's science.
He said this man ain't white. He's science.
That's all Bill Nye is, man.
But watch who y'all voting for, because real shit, what Trump was talking about, he want to make all his judges pro-life.
Yeah, see, that's
scary.
Out of fucking water. So what's the point of having a case then? Bitch, open and shut every time.
Right.
It's like, not pro-life, going to jail.
Right.
Jail.
That's dangerous.
fucking, you're gonna have the baby in jail as well.
Because that's why I was so crazy when people was like, well, if he get in office, then, you know what I mean, he can make things so bad that, you know, when we get him out of office, people come together and we want to be in better. I'm like, yeah,
That
but when
is
he...
so true.
Nigga, but you hear that trash ass shit, and now understanding that, but you know he can do so much damage while in office that we would have to take more years and time and energy to repair what he fucked up.
Right, like that is the goofiest thing I've ever fucking heard today, son.
This America ain't ready to niggas looking like Avengers versus Thanos, dog.
Son.
Like we out there just fighting in the middle of the street for freedom.
I mean, I'm just saying, even just specifically, son, if he appoint niggas that will be in positions for life, and their positions are oppression, you know what I mean, oppressing other groups, we got to deal with that till these niggas die, nigga, unless the next administration could get flip red states. That's scary, son. So when he say pro-life Supreme Court justices and pro-life judges,
how can you just...
Nigga.
Like, went up to the voting system or something. Fuck.
Son, vote people. Y'all people out here, dog. Voting is some real shit, dog.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Fuck.
Bill Nye, what you saying, my dude? Because Bill Nye, he just been on one lately. Bill Nye been mad.
I'm fucking with Bill. Like, I mean, I've been fucking with Bill, but Bill is like handling business currently.
He just on the streak. He had that one where he set the globe on fire. Like, we're literally setting the world on fucking fire.
Yes.
You fucking idiots.
Idiots. Like, we need some plain talk from the experts.
That know some shit.
Bill smoke.
You can see it.
Many, 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 many more hundreds of eggs are fertilized than become humans. Eggs get fertilized, and by that I mean sperm get accepted by ova a lot. But that's not all you need. You have to attach to the uterine wall, the inside of a womb, a woman's womb. But if you're going to hold that as a standard, that is to say, if you're going to say when an egg is fertilized, it's therefore has the same rights as an individual, then whom are you going to sue? Whom are you going to imprison? Every woman who's had a fertilized egg pass through her? Every guy whose sperm has fertilized an egg and it didn't become a human? Have all these people failed you? It's just a reflection of a deep scientific lack of understanding.
Deep stupidity.
You literally, or you apparently literally don't know what you're talking about. And so when it comes to women's rights with respect to their reproduction, I think you should leave it to women. It's really, you cannot help but notice. I mean, I'm not the first guy to observe this. You have a lot of men of European descent passing these...
White niggas!
I love how you went that of European descent.
Extraordinary laws based on ignorance. Sorry, you guys. I know it was written, or your interpretation of a book written 5,000 years ago.
Thank you, Bill.
50 centuries ago. Makes you think that when a man and a woman have sexual intercourse, they always have a baby. That's wrong. And so to pass laws based on that belief is inconsistent with nature.
Thank you, Bill.
I mean, it's hard not to get frustrated with this, everybody.
You're pissing me off.
Like, even him talking about it right now, like,
what'd you say, my nigga?
Like, even him just like talking about it right now, like he's almost in complete disbelief that like this is actually a conversation that we having to fucking have.
We have facts.
Like, are we like? It's just. I feel you, Bill.
And it's one of the things of we get stuck in what we think we know and not understand. That's why we say, get these old ass motherfuckers out of these positions, dog. If they don't want to evolve with the times and learn new shit and understand new shit, well, they can't be making laws for new niggas. The world is passing y'all up. And Bill even is sitting back as an old scientist, like when Joe said, he just science. Telling niggas, yo, what you're passing these laws based on are just not correct.
It's just factually untrue.
It's one thing to have a belief, and there's another thing to deny what's actually fact. And y'all niggas are truly having us talk about this while the world's on fire.
Okay? But you can't tell somebody what to do. I mean, she has rights over this, especially if she doesn't like the guy that got her pregnant. Like, she doesn't want anything to do with your genes. Get over it. Especially if she was raped and all this. So,
That's my favorite.
It's very frustrating on the other side. We have so many more important things to be dealing with. We have so many more problems. To squander resources on this argument based on bad science, on just lack of understanding.
That's my
It's very frustrating. You wouldn't know how big a human egg was if it weren't for microscopes, if it weren't for scientists, for medical researchers, looking diligent.
That's what he said.
You saw how you said bitch ass nigga? Like, for science, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Like, I really,
Dumbass.
dumbasses, dude. Like, I really appreciate that one part of that though, because I think that is 100% accurate. Like, one of the most frustrating parts for me also is the fact that we already have limited resources for everything. Everything. Like, all this shit is finite. And it's like we're gradually losing resources every fucking day. And we're taking those few resources that we got left and, like you say, squandering it on a completely stupid ass argument. It's like, dude, like, it's going to get to a point where we can't even talk about this shit anymore.
And he has a gleam in his eye as if at least 20 of those other things we could be putting our energy to just pass through his face like, nigga, I got a list.
Right, a laundry list.
Y'all worry about this shit, but I got a list of some real shit, nigga. Y'all
What
tripping.
you said off LD, nigga said, talking about the fucking world about to explode, nigga. Then everybody gonna be aborted. You ain't gotta worry about
Right,
abortion.
you ain't got to worry about abortion then.
The world is about to abort all of us.
Right, the world about to shake us off of it.
Nigga.
Clean style.
Nigga.
Like,
Come on.
Get off me.
Researchers looking diligently. You wouldn't know the process. You wouldn't have that shot, the famous shot or shots where the sperm are bumping up against the egg. You wouldn't have that without science. So then to claim that you know the next step when you obviously don't, it's trouble.
You got
I wish y'all could have saw that. If you're listening, y'all have to find this video and watch it. At about 3 minutes, 19 seconds, the frustration in his body when he was talking about that was so
when
evident.
you obviously don't.
God damn, motherfuckers. Yeah.
Okay, let me do that again.
Like he even knew.
Pull back.
Let me pull back.
We have to respect the facts. Recommending or insisting on abstinence has been completely ineffective. Just being objective here.
Because people gon' fuck.
Right.
Closing abortion clinics, closing, not giving women access to birth control has not been an effective way to lead to healthier societies. I think we all know that. And I understand that you have deeply held beliefs. And you want to, and it really is ultimately out of respect for people. In this case, your perception of unborn people.
Your perception of unborn people. It's like your heart's in the right place. We understand that you really are trying to preserve life. You think you're doing the right thing. You're just crazy. You're just wrong. You're just being stupid. Idiot. You're just fucking idiot.
I understand that. But I really encourage you to look at the facts. And I know people are now critical of the expression fact-based. But what's wrong with that? So I just really encourage you to not tell women what to do and not pursue these laws that really are in nobody's best interest. Just really be objective about this. We have other problems to solve, everybody. Come on.
Come on. Come on, y'all. And Bill just laid it out right there, dog. Like, and this is one of the foremost people in science, dog. It's goofy, it's silly. Leave it alone, give it a rest. Give it a rest.
Give it a fucking rest.
Let the women be. Women, let women be. Fuck, everybody, let women be. Get women,
Please.
let them live. Let them live, son.
Just a little.
If there was
You're
a
not letting a
board,
child live.
Shut the fuck up. If there was a board of all women that were making laws about if we could jerk our dicks, if we had to give vasectomies by 40, if we did, I mean, you know the uproar that would go down.
Of course.
Nigga.
Men would be the biggest victims of all time.
Sis, I ain't never had no man get raped by no woman and he got pregnant.
There's so many reasons why when they try to match that up, it's like, nah, y'all, it's a layered thing. And, learn from Bill. Nah, he trying to tell you.
Been
Dude,
trying to tell you motherfuckers.
the story, the sound like the stepdad that killed the freaking girl. You know that whole story with the mama let the freaking little girl, I think Malia Davis, be with her boyfriend or the fiance or whatever.
So
now she's looking up like
with her boyfriend, and she was going out of town for the weekend. So she left him with this nigga who's apparently the stepdad. Now
Well, they're not officially married.
No, he's not officially married.
Yeah.
But that was like the play title, I would say.
Yeah.
So the thing about it is that he already had a first strike of being already accused of touching the little girl. So the fact that he had that on his record and she left him in the same care and hands again.
And he also said if I were to kill someone, this is how I would do
he
it.
told someone that.
And it's exactly how they found that girl body, I believe.
Yep, it was. They broke the whole story down.
Keep going, son.
They even got video of him carrying what looked like to be a body in a fucking like laundry basket or something. So I think that they gonna fry his ass for sure after they finish raping him in jail and beating shit out of him to death. But I think the mama should go to jail too for negligence of the child.
Yeah, man.
Totally.
Putting them in true endangerment.
Yeah, man.
And accomplice to the murder.
Cause she on this whole trying to ride the victim wave for
No, you
herself.
can't ride the victim
Was
wave.
like, Mom,
This man, number one,
red flags
he's not
galore.
the father.
Right.
Number two, he is not somebody that you trust like that enough to leave like that. Number three, and the biggest number of all that counts the most is that he already had a flag of watching the
That's
child in the third.
That's the one that denounces all the other ones. He already has an extreme strike, and your job as a parent is to protect your child. That's the one job that you have of all jobs as a parent. Protect your fucking kid. And if you ain't got, if you that dick whipped, if you that far gone, if you that gone to not see a threat to your child, because it's like we talked about the guns being in schools with the teachers. When we talk about things dealing with children, I don't want one fuck up to be the example or to be the martyr. You don't gamble with children.
No.
Right.
You do not gamble with children.
Like, I don't understand
Ever.
why that's such
Ever.
a difficult concept to grasp. But like when it comes to kids, like all bets just should be fucking off.
Safety always the first priority. And like you said, bro, a lot of people call it money to be getting arrested.
No, real talk, son. Even though my niggas are the closest, I don't leave my little girl with men unless there's a woman around. Like they could be like the uncle or something. I just had to have a woman around 90% of the time because I just got to. You know what I'm saying?
And you feel that way without the strike. Like the flag is my biggest thing because it became a big debate because some people like, well, if a woman, if you know, there's a level of a nigga could be trusted to the point of that stepdad type shit.
Yeah,
there's not all niggas ain't out here trying to touch little kids.
But that nigga blew that chance.
But it's like he blew that chance before from dump.
First strike blew that
First
shit.
strike
That's
blew
what I'm
that
saying,
shit.
like, dog, he had a chance. You know what he did? He had choose to touch the fucking little girl.
Dude.
I would have killed him, me personally, if I found that out.
Dude.
They'd have been finding his body out the story I told.
You think the mama gonna get any backlash? I mean, not. Well, she's getting verbal backlash. Do you think she's gonna get arrested? You think
should.
anything legal?
She should be investigated.
Yeah.
At the absolute minimum.
Absolute
Maybe not
minimum.
jailed like ASAP, but I mean, I think
come to
she
it.
should be like looked into.
It's curious.
Yeah, something needs to be checked on.
Fry that hoe.
Because it's not even necessarily that you set your daughter up. Of course not.
But
did.
that's
But you did.
also a possibility because I mean people do be killing their fucking kids.
They do.
and be trying to make that shit fucking look like accidents and this, that, and the third.
You
What's up,
set your
Casey
daughter up
Anthony?
the moment you put it in danger that you knew was a possible danger.
No, I understand the setup that you mean, but you know what I'm saying. I don't think literally that
we don't know
she
yet
was
that
like
she
on.
could've
Yeah.
had a plot.
It doesn't seem.
I
like
don't.
it.
I'm just saying from my personal opinion, from what I've seen, I don't believe that this woman wanted her kid to be killed.
Right.
That's not what I believe. But like you said before, Joe, that negligence, man.
That is a real thing.
That
It should be
you
So
checked
you
out.
can
You
go have a
gamble.
good time out there, girl. Get the fuck out of here.
You
All
gamble
the
with the
family.
wrong craps, man. You gamble too hard, and that you don't get no respect for that. I'm sorry,
I'm
man.
sorry.
Like, I know you want all the remorse and shit because I will give you some as a human being. Your mother lost your daughter, but there's certain mistakes, dog, that you just don't make.
Find remorse behind that pen.
And that's why, and that's the type of shit that scared me when we talked about a girl Reedy with the sending her kid in the Uber. You hear me? Like people, it's like sometimes that one mistake. Like luckily, old girl kid was fine, even though she's sitting on the Uber.
Took it to the fucking police station.
But still, like that could have gone awry, and this is what
Right.
happened for her.
Like,
She
all
gambled,
the way.
and the ultimate fuck up happened, dog. And it's just I hate anything happening with the children.
Yeah. That's my whole thing. Anything, dog. Like, it's just not acceptable to me, man.
Something else is not acceptable is how these white people treating Lil Nas X.
Man.
Because he's appropriating country culture.
Nigga, why don't they know that Black Cowboys was first? Like what? Like
Yeah,
I'm go
originals of
read a
Cowboy,
goddamn
everything.
book. They say boy because they talking about us.
Because black shit does not matter to them.
Like how dare you people talk about we're appropriating black people? Black people appropriating cowboys?
They have been.
They gonna tell us we appropriating hip hop pretty soon, nigga.
I think
We
white people
appropriating
have
blackness.
been like waiting for a long time for their chance to say that we're the ones like
Oppressing or appropriating or what have you.
So they're just trying to ride this one possibly
I don't
on
know
country
how country
culture.
music became a white only thing since black folks invented country music.
Come on.
I don't see how
Y'all don't give
Negligent-
Elvis shit, by the way.
Like there were black cowboys and Indians like since there were cowboys and,
And
Indians.
Indians.
Like they got
And
so
Native
many books on that
Americans.
shit. Like if you don't know, it's purely because you just don't know shit.
They're ignorant as
'Cause you're
hell.
watching too much fucking Gunsmoke.
TV,
and Franco
yeah,
and shit.
yeah.
Thinking all the westerns look like a bunch of white folks.
And that's just what it was.
Right, like there were black cowboys like abound. Like,
Abound.
like they got so many photos.
Bruh.
Like
Some even say Billy the Kid was black.
Read a book, read a
book.
motherfucking book. Like
No,
that was
really, though.
because it's bad enough they giving them this backlash, and even still, even like they trying to like they've been giving this
Trying to
boy
stop
all
it,
the
man.
racist
Hustle,
nonsense,
man.
dog. Like, all kind of ish, and not all white people because they just released a clip, of course, what he had. Like he has a lot
Crowds
of
of
white
people
people,
rocking his shit.
and I love seeing
Yeah.
Lil Dude get his love, but the people that decide and choose to hop on the dumb wagon, like we talk about the abortion, is like y'all. I feel like a lot of y'all are choosing to be stupid. We live in that time.
that's how I feel most of the time because there's too much information abound. Whereas like I mean, you ain't gonna know everything, but you got access to at least put yourself on the right fucking track. Like,
Man, white people, dog, when it comes to this situation, they hate on him. They're just people that just gonna always hate, dog.
That's just
Yo.
that. That's just them.
That's just them, dog.
Because the crowds we saw were the millennial and younger crowds that
Yeah.
would support them, and that's what I love about a lot of the young, not all of them, of course, and not all everything. I don't have to even say that shit, but a lot of the white kids of races that be like, my parents tripping, or my grandparents on one. I love
Right.
them because they get it. And I think we're gonna get more and more generations go forward
Right,
of
of people
white
that-
kids growing to be white people that
That's what
get
they
it.
hate. That's what they hate. That's what they really hate. They hate to see the mixtures because when white people open their mind up like that, they become more accepting to diversity and equalism, and they don't want that.
And they start fighting back. They start speaking up
They start,
against their own, and they don't like that shit.
and that's how them abortions coming about.
These are the abortions,
They
dog.
they don't want the motherfucking kids to not be born.
The
They
only
want
thing
white
that
children.
one of the things that scare me though,
hate.
before we wrap it up, the one thing that does scare me though are these rural areas, because those are the ones that are kind of podunk, that are backwards. Because we come from a city, we come from the city,
Right.
we come from New Orleans, and oftentimes we're a blue city in a red state, and oftentimes you think about what are the big cities, but the mofos that's moving that needle are the cities in the towns and them little spots in these states that you don't know, southern and northern. You know what I mean, east to west that you don't know, and they just have their beliefs, they have their old ways of doing
If you
things.
got like 12 fucking cities that are very small, but together they hold up a nice population, and they all vote the same, they got to vote to vote.
Or towns that have been this way for so long, and of course they're moving forward too, but not as fast as other places, especially not mentally and especially not with customs. Because that was this meme about tradition being like old people peer pressure or some shit, and that's true to a degree.
People want you to, and I feel like people like those only want to evolve in technology, especially the kind that makes us lazy, but
Not in thought though,
not in culture.
not in culture. And those are the ones that are gonna be a detriment and a danger to any kind of progression because
Because the thing is, with a mindset that's stuck in the Stone Age, but with technology of the times, it can be ridiculous.
and they exist in their own bubbles that aren't penetrated. It's almost like those them people that they be finding them in them spots that's still in the loincloths and be like, we here, we good. Fuck that shit.
Right.
Some of these rural areas are just like that.
Are just
they,
like
they have
that.
all the internet in the world, like you say. They have the technology to be comfortable how we comfortable, but any new thought or idea is like a freaking Karate Kid match, nigga. Like, no.
I get on
Wax
Facebook
on, wax off.
and I tells them that no, we don't need them niggers going. No, you took our jobs.
The germs, take the germs.
Right,
They're taking
germs.
the germs.
Oh, this computer got a spell check? Fucking right. I ain't got to show that I never had a JE
Not no parts of it, and they still stupider than me.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I respect some people that talk like that because y'all my niggas for real. But the other people that's fucked up, you know?
I mean, we from New Orleans, we from the South, and we always got to stand up for people with accents and saying, dog, just because they got an
I
accent.
do the cloud.
Accents does not determine intelligence, and that's a problem that, has been an issue when you're talking about the East Coast versus the South or the North and the South for ages and ages. But
But if you
I'm
talk
not.
like this, I do probably assume that you have some kind of incest.
But I'm here for the jokes, though. I'm always gonna be here for the jokes.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, yo, man, just our country as it continues to burn, according to goddamn Bill Nye. You dig?
It's not a fucking game anymore, y'all. You're not kids. Grow the fuck up.
Let's let Bill Nye take us out with his priorities.
I've got an experiment.
Yeah, Bill.
Let Bill take us out.
Talk your shit right now.
Here, I've got an experiment for you. Safety glasses on. By the end of this century, if emissions keep rising, the average temperature on Earth could go up another 4 to 8 degrees. What I'm saying is the planet's on fucking fire. There are a lot of things we could do to put it out. Are any of them free? No, of course not. Nothing's free, you idiots. Grow the fuck up. You're not children anymore. I didn't mind explaining photosynthesis to you when you were 12, but you're adults now, and this is an actual crisis. Got it?
Actual.
Safety glasses off, motherfuckers.
Thank you, Bill.
That's how I feel about them people with their minds and their culture. Just like he feels about science, that's how I feel. Like, you motherfuckers, grow up.
Grow up.
Grow the fuck
dude.
up, nigga. Because we're burning. The world is burning. And that was that ETOUFEE of the day.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
You hear me?
Quite filling.
All right, man. Let's get to that. Let's get to that dose of NOLA'Murica.
Those are America.
We got to stop fighting. Your brother cannot be your enemy. We used to hang from trees, and now we're who they all want to be. But we're start proceeds. We're still living, trying to make the ends meet. Our bloods are kings and queens, not what they made us believe. The community, more of a dynasty.
What this say? Donald Trump promises new I-10 bridge in Louisiana if he wins 2020. Oh, fuck out here, dude. Nigga try to bribe us with a whole bridge.
Yep.
Let me see. What he said. Trump said in a speech Tuesday at a natural gas terminal near Lake Charles, was way up there, that if he wins in 2020, we're giving you a brand new
State of the art.
I-10 bridge. I don't know if he talks like that. Like, I really don't ever listen to this asshole talk. The declaration was met by loud applause from the audience, of course.
Look where he was.
I didn't know it was going to be that popular. Wow. Look, I guess, bro. I think everybody needs new bridges anyway. This country's highways and street systems, like, they've been fucked for like a long time now. Like, all this shit needs an overhaul.
Man.
We need infrastructure like major.
And it costs Trump. New bridge, we get Trump for 4 more years. Fuck that.
It's like funny though, because usually they say things like, I'm gonna bring jobs and I'm gonna lower your taxes, I'm gonna give you this, I'm gonna give you that. Say I'm in Louisiana, I'm gonna give them a bridge. Country ass motherfuckers.
I'll give him electricity.
Right. I'm give him a new bridge.
This nigga just feel like he'll say anything. I think he knows he's on his way out. So
I don't think he's on his way
He's
out.
making open promises anything. Look, y'all, I give y'all half y'all rent off for the next 6 years.
I think he's gonna win.
Oh, you think everybody gonna cancel each other out? Because everyone's looking for the exact perfect candidate, not taking in that at a point.
Yeah.
I think taking in at a point that you gotta, take the look that nobody can be perfect, but we gotta get this jackass out. But everybody looking for, because anybody ever say I'm about to join up, what they met with, everyone's getting with criticism.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that's throwing this shit up, but it's like, yo, I feel like y'all should just be on the anybody but Trump train just a little bit.
I mean, yes.
The only way somebody's gonna beat him is if they talk about policy. That's the whole thing. If they talk about policy, they're gonna win. If they talk about Trump, they're gonna lose.
I mean,
I'm telling you, mark my words, dude. If they go on this whole thing about Trump is evil and this, that, and the third, they're not gonna win. They're not gonna win. They have to beat this nigga in his office. Like, they gotta beat him with the paperwork. Like,
that's the thing. Most of the people that are frontliners are those type of candidates. like I said, Elizabeth Warren made it. I don't think Elizabeth Warren be trying to argue Trump. I don't think Kamala Harris would be trying to argue Trump. I think Joe Biden would be trying to argue Trump because he got an agenda from, beef with, previous establishment shit.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on the person.
Yeah,
I don't think even your boy, light skin, bald head. Cory Booker. I don't think
He said T-Bone.
I don't even think he would argue Trump. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them, that's what they've been talking about this whole trail so far. This whole trail so far has been policy.
T-Bone.
That's the only thing that's gonna have like a real fighting chance against Trump, because otherwise
I don't know,
they're just gonna
dog.
cancel each other out.
Y'all really
They're
think
just gonna
that-
do another foe.
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna do another foe. I really don't think so.
People that think Bush would.
I knew Bush would.
But you may have a lot of people that didn't think Bush would.
I don't think
It was the
so.
same situation. Everybody said, I know Bush gonna have to get up out of here. Everybody swore. And it was once again, by the skin of the teeth, he got that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know. I don't trust that shit.
We'll see. I'm gonna place bets on it.
I just know America can be lazy at times. And I wouldn't be surprised if it became a situation of the devil you know.
Right,
And
and
a lot of
you don't
people
know. That's true.
voting for Trump just because it just makes it easier. But then they got the other side of, okay, people do seem mad. They do seem like they want change. Or they get up off the ass and, actually make something happen.
Take some action, right? That's always the question.
You know what I mean? The student in our state laced a teacher's drink.
What they lace it with?
Well, number one, they shouldn't be lacing the fucking drink, period. But what did they lace it with, though? This just sounds a little hilarious.
This was down here in Louisiana. Louisiana students laced. Okay, so the 17-year-old Eunice High School, so they way out in the fucking boonies. Juniors were arrested Friday on a felony count of mingling harmful substances. Mingling. Authorities say 2 Louisiana high school students poured a chemical into a teacher's drink and filmed it on Snapchat. Genius! Y'all are so smart.
That's why I was when you're trying to get too much of the internet clout.
Nice job, Eunice.
That's this whole generation of them, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they was raised off, dog.
Do anything for clout.
Mm-hmm.
So wait a minute, what happened to the teacher? Like what happened? Did they have diarrhea?
Is the
or
teacher
something?
okay? Please see the student mix crud cutter, an all-purpose cleaning solution. Oh, fuck.
Oh, nigga, you almost killed someone.
Into the teacher's cup Wednesday when she stepped out to get supplies. The Advocate reports
You're fucking
Fontenot says a girl poured a chemical into the drink while a boy filmed her and acted as a lookout. Wow. Is the teacher okay? That's all I want to know.
Yeah, teacher okay, they ain't charged for murder or nothing. But damn, that's fucked up.
You could be charged for fucking
Attempted murder, something, dog. That's like you put fucking Drano in this fucking basically cleaner.
When the teacher returned, she sipped her drink and then threw it away. Fontenot says he doesn't believe she consumed enough to adversely affect her health, but still. Another student showed the video to a school resource officer Thursday. Thank God somebody. Fontenot says the suspect said they did it as a prank. You know, young stupid kids.
That's better pranks than that, dog.
Right.
Like real talk. Like that's fucking. Like things that don't involve your teachers' lives and be in danger. If you want to spike it with soy sauce or something, but fuck, damn,
Right.
kid.
Soy sauce,
You just want to go
flour.
straight for fucking poison or something?
Right. Like, let's not.
Fart on a pillow or something.
Eunice, Louisiana.
Right.
Just throw that out there.
What the fuck is that at?
Exactly.
Exactly. There you go, though.
There you go. That line of thinking, that's from Eunice.
I just
Louisiana.
hope
Fucking
they suffer
inbred.
swift punishment so that they know not to do stupid shit like that.
Let's get to that no, huh?
Bitch, I know you're lying.
Bitch, I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. Bitch, I know you fucking lying.
I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying.
Apparently, dog, the way that trans women will be able to have a vagina is by using fish skin. First trans woman gets vagina made of fish skin, and all the jokes have been popping up
Right.
fish and pussy off of that.
You just memed yourself. You got that real fish. Like literal real fish. Well, as long as you're happy with it.
Well, one thing about it when I saw that is that like I don't know why that is a thing to get fish. It's a little. I don't know. Is he missing the mark?
The fish skin, which is odorless, obviously has to be put through a rigor preparation phase before it's ready to be used. There's an intense process of sterilization to begin with, and once that's completed, it undergoes another period of radiation therapy to kill any lingering viruses. Then, if kept refrigerated, it can be stored for up to 2 years. This means the material...
What? Your pussy got like
in and out?
2-year warranty?
This means the material can be safely distributed to treatment centers across Latin America as well as any other countries abroad. I know what you're saying for the doctors. They can store it for up to 2 years.
Okay.
It's not just reconstructive surgery.
I
That
put this pussy on 2 years later. If I
you got to take it in and get another one. It's not just reconstructive surgery that's being used on either. Tilapia skin is also increasingly being used on burns due to it being rich in moisture and collagen. That is thought to interact with a patient's immune system to speed up healing. After a week, it's removed with no need for daily dressing changes. The operation itself was carried out by surgeons, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, bro. Motherfuckers have pussies out here.
Well, do what you do, player.
I mean, fish pussy ain't the pussy I'm trying to fuck. You know what I mean? So, but, you know, to each his own. I don't, you know, maybe to heal my burn and nothing. I ain't trying to fuck fish pussy on no trans woman, no non-trans woman, no nothing.
I mean, I think there's more.
I'm not a gay fish.
I think these one of those conversations that we don't have no kind of say so in either. Like we talk about the abortion shit.
Yeah.
None of us getting no fish pussies.
Hence, I say do
what you do. Yeah, I don't care either way.
Right,
Get you.
yeah.
Doesn't affect
Hopefully
me
you find
at
somebody
all.
that's in the fish pussy.
I mean, apparently it's supposed to
You
feel
ain't-
like normal pussy. It's just it was made out of fish skin. Yeah.
All right.
Oh man.
This woman in motherfucking Baton Rouge. Oh, this was in no, this wasn't in BR. This was reported. This from a BR report. But a man left from a second floor. Oh, I think it is from BR. Yep, it's in Baton Rouge. Okay, shit, I should have really known those. But anyway, a man left from a second floor apartment Monday after a gunslinging woman tried to shoot him because he refused to give her oral sex.
Wow.
Gunslinging. This bitch.
Police say Anisha Speed was the victim's at the victim's LaBelle Avenue apartment Monday when things went south. According to arrest,
didn't go
according to arrest records, the man invited Speed to his apartment after the two spent much of the day together. Once inside the apartment, the victim said Speed asked him to perform oral sex for her. He declined, and Speed responded by whipping out a .40 handgun.
Lord.
The affidavit says Speed allegedly aimed the gun at the man and threatened to shoot him if he didn't give in to her demands. When the man grabbed Speed's wrist, she apparently fired a round into the wall, then ran out onto the second floor balcony and jumped to the ground as another shot was fired in his direction, police said. The man,
nigga.
he then ran out. Officers found Speed outside the apartment a short while later. She allegedly
Shitting on himself.
No, the woman is Speed. She allegedly resisted handcuffs and had to be taken to the ground before she was taken into custody. At the surgeon department, officers found 2 live rounds of spent shell casing. They also discovered Speed had apparently stolen a shotgun and a PlayStation 4 game controller from the victim's house.
No, huh?
Damn, you stole this man gun and his PlayStation 4 controller. Not even a PlayStation. I just need his controller, homie.
Right.
Dude.
Yeah. Well, you crazy.
You crazy,
son.
yeah.
That's just the bottom line on that. You're really a lunatic.
Yeah, you just crazy.
And then that's the woman.
That's the woman.
Man, the fuck. That's man.
I hit the Vitus Tux. Look at that. Yeah, she does look a bit butch, but yeah, bro.
Fucking Ray, a bit butch. Look like my little brother. Man, get out of there, man. Fuck out of here, bro.
Just maybe she like dudes.
That,
still.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
a dude.
so much that she demanded head with the pistol.
That's what I'm saying. She pulled that gun out and said, "Nigga, you gonna eat, this pussy, fish or not?
God damn.
You gonna come down on this salmon?"
Nigga,
God damn.
I got
son.
that new fish skin.
That's intense, man.
He spent the whole day with you, invited you to his crib, and then didn't want to eat your pussy. Your pussy was stank.
Something.
Then you stole that man.
Then you took this man game, not the game.
Dog.
Controller, dog.
The controller, not
Oh,
the game.
just the controller?
Just the controller.
Man, that's drugs, dog.
Not the
For
game.
me and my niggas to play when they come over.
You hear me?
You like
Fuck that
rocket.
old big butch girl.
Next up, man.
She about to get 8 out of life.
School cafeteria worker was fired for giving food to student who couldn't pay.
That was stupid.
That's fucked up.
Fucking stupid.
Fuck that, man.
A New Hampshire school cafeteria worker who said she was fired for giving the student food even though he couldn't pay immediately, refusing offer to get her job back. That's one of the updates. They tried to they fired her, but then when this thing went viral, they're like, oh no, you get your job back, girl.
You good? You come
Nah,
back.
name about to work for this cafeteria no more.
Her name is Bonnie Kimball, and she at Muskama Valley Regional High School in Canaan, New Hampshire. Yeah, man, they trying to give her a job back after playing her to the left like that.
Man,
Nah,
that's
fuck that. Y'all was like,
I ain't cooking shit for y'all. Ain't no more breakfast pizza. Ain't no more.
I
Y'all
love that
fired
fucking
that
breakfast pizza.
Boy, y'all fired that lady over $8.
$8.
Bruh.
They must have needed that 8.
Dog,
Fucking people, man.
I just can't believe that, dog. Y'all really fucked over the kid like that and his lady job.
That
Y'all
boy
wanted-
took $8 worth of food.
and he didn't pay for it?
And she said, I quietly said, tell your mom you need money and bring it back. The boy paid the tab the next day. And that was the day they fired Kimball.
Wow. So now that the man paid the money back and she did a good deed. You know what? Now your school isn't known for this kind of light now.
For that fuck
Now you
around.
done fucked up.
Yeah.
Now you done fucked up.
And y'all look even more worse because y'all offered her job back. You should have stuck to your guns, bastards.
No, I don't know why they don't get that, dog. When they do fucked up shit, you would get way more respect if you just stuck to your shit.
Bruh.
But whatever.
Last one up, man.
Florida man.
Of course.
Florida man charged with battery after slapping girlfriend with cheeseburger.
I think that he should be charged with battery, dog.
He's a real hamburglar. An abusive one.
You know what I'm saying?
Florida man was charged with battery after he allegedly slapped his girlfriend with his cheeseburger. Kyle Jamison Jones was arrested after his 28-year-old girlfriend reported that he attacked her while she was sleeping.
With a cheeseburger.
According to the affidavit, Jones woke her up by slapping her with a cheeseburger. They pulled her by the hair and kicked her down the stairs.
Okay,
Bitch, I told you I didn't want no cheese on this sandwich.
Okay,
That's
see,
the
that's
battery.
the actual part.
That's
this is
the
a
battery.
clickbait title. The real title is
He threw it down the
he
stairs.
threw her down the stairs.
Right. Although investigators found no injuries, they did come across several remnants of said cheeseburger on her person.
Are they trolling? What fucking site is this?
She declined medical attention and told authorities didn't want.
Just take me to Burger King.
That'd be crazy. What is that? She declined medical attention to authorities. She didn't want Jones arrested, saying she only wished the law enforcement to speak to him. The report says Jones was still charged with battery and taken to the county
Right, they
jail.
have to take him to jail.
Because truthfully,
Threw her downstairs,
motherfucker,
dog.
she got thrown down the stairs.
Right, like she'd have broken neck
You'd
and
have hit her-
died. It'd
then
been-
she would sleep
it'd
at
been
that.
murder. Yeah.
You woke out of sleep with a cheeseburger. That's interesting
Which is
part of the
funnily
story.
this domestic.
But the real
Hilarious.
part is, nigga, go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200.
Yeah, it stops there, dude. Like,
You hear me? It stops all the way there. Let's get to that hero highlight and get about you.
And we all happy, feeling good inside. Cause people doing good in the world of pure fuckery. Like the shine a light, on a person, on a nigga, doing good. In the pure world of pure fuckery. Fuckery.
So shouts out to the black billionaire that hooked up the Morehouse students in 2019. I wish he would have came and spoke at Dilla when we was there.
around
Every year.
2010 era.
Billionaire Robert F. Smith, who received an honorary doctorate at Morehouse College Sunday morning graduation exercises, had already announced a $1.5 million gift to the school. But during his remarks in front of, so he already was going to pay him 1.5 off the dump.
Yeah.
But during his remarks in front of the 400 graduating seniors, the technology investor and philanthropist surprised nearly everyone by announcing that his family was providing a grant to eliminate student debt of the entire class of 2019.
The boy was like, you know what? And I'm feeling so good today. Fuck it. All y'all student loans is gone.
Son.
That's epic.
And he's still giving $1 million.
Already gave 1.5 million, and this ain't gonna be nothing but a good 40 million. Take it away.
Son.
I want to know like how he like got his fortune in the first place.
Investments, technology investments.
Oh.
He knows which ones to throw the money in, and they did real good for his ass. And he also developed his own shit and make patents and stuff. Like he been low key, like he's the richest black person, male or female in America. Yeah, man. He even got Oprah, y'all. He even got Oprah. This troll tried to come for Oprah. Oprah said, I put over 400 some more black kids through college. Don't
I
come
say
for me.
Morehouse,
Oprah. I'm
like,
saying
have you,
Oprah
like,
has
you know,
definitely
Don't come for me. Don't come for
She's
me.
put up way more than 400, but that's just in Morehouse alone.
So don't come for me. You heard me? It's even more so don't come for me.
tried
Just
it.
at Morehouse 400. See that? Don't come for me.
Tried it.
LeBron James, Hall of Famer of our hero highlight, partners with Walmart to feed hungry families because he's a hero.
Boss, you're a hero, dude.
There
So
goes
what is he
my
doing?
hero.
Like, what's the thingamajig? The Fight Hunger Spark Change campaign?
James announced he would be the lead spokesman for Walmart's Fight Hunger Chain Spark campaign, which uses the proceeds from select Walmart products to raise money for the hunger nonprofit Feeding America. It's an honor and a privilege for me and my community and what I'm doing here to partner with such a heavy hitter in Walmart, James said in a video message. 1 out of 8 Americans struggle with hunger, and I think 1 is too many. The Change campaign has reportedly raised $74 million in donations for the nonprofit since 2014. The company also plans to stock a pantry with food and other supplies at James's I Promise School in Akron, Ohio. What we hope to accomplish together with LeBron is to magnify each other's efforts. We would love to help this model that he's creating lead to a situation where it can help even more people. Oh yeah, man. LeBron James, you the man. You the man. You continue to just go above and beyond.
Yep.
Big ups to Halle Berry.
Oh yeah,
Talking
shout
about
out.
Halle? What she did?
Stopping and hollering at those 2 young black reporters.
Oh yeah.
It was the only black journalist there.
And they were trying to stop him or something, right?
Her handlers had, like, she stopped at all these white people. And the handlers like, well, she ain't had time for the black people. And she said, I can't pass up my brother and my sister. I can't skip my brother and my sister. No, what y'all need to know. And she hollered at him and such.
Give him the rundown.
Nigga, and I think that's
The
some
only
real
2
shit.
black people there, you gotta give them the
Yeah,
rundown.
you gotta go holler.
And at least on the front, not the only 2 there, but they was the only ones like in the front with the white people. And even still,
Yeah, right.
the only black faces I see, I'm gonna make you, bruh. Fuck that.
Yeah, period, dog. I'm coming to talk to y'all.
And that led to a discussion about specifically this happens a lot to black media in those spaces. Because this was the premiere. This is the premiere of John Wick 3. It's not like, Medea's thing. This was like, big time blockbuster. And in a lot of those cases, black people be getting shafted. So I'm glad her as a superstar.
So you know what? Let me see what's happening to the people. Matter of fact,
That's my
Keanu, where you at?
She said my brother and my sister. You hear me? That made it even more.
Yeah.
Said, don't play
Acknowledge.
with my
Don't play with my people.
Thank you, Halle Berry.
Don't play with my people, Halle said.
Good job.
Russell Wilson just brought his mom to my house. I thought that was pretty freaking cool.
Another hero.
You hear me?
And
He also
been fucking rich.
Oh
though?
man, y'all
new one.
didn't see what he got
I'm
his
about to say,
his
like, I'm
son
sure
his
it's
son
probably
future for baby Future for his birthday.
You so petty how you put that. Continue.
But at the same time, you should see what Future said and what he bought his son. Future bought his son like a $36,000 watch, and was like dripping in sauce. And everybody was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you, Future? This last minute ass gift."
And what you get this little kid that for?
Why does a kid need a
$30,000 watch? So unnecessary. And what did Russell get him?
I don't know, dog. It was some hero like I forgot.
Oh, nigga,
They didn't
I
really,
think you
the
got it.
article didn't even say that too much about Russell's gift. They was like it was something very deadly,
Right.
But it compared to like Future's gift. Like, look what the fuck Future got though. Like,
Hey man,
he
gonna lose that watch when he goes skating.
No, he don't need it, right?
Right.
He don't need it whatsoever.
a $36,000 watch.
Next up, dog. I love this thing that showed out the Black Mamas Bailout Day movement, which started, I think, last year for Mother's Day, which was basically, this racial justice groups around the country are bailing black women out of jail so they can spend Mother's Day with their families. It's the 3rd year, okay. For the 3rd year in a row, Black Mamas Bailout Day is raising money to bail out as many black women from jail as possible. The effort is taking place in dozens of cities to call attention to the injustice of cash bail. We speak to Mary Hooks, the co-director of Southerners New Ground, which is part of the National Bailout Collective. So shouts out to Mary Hooks. If you want to find this article, it's on democracynow.org, where they have a whole full interview with how this got with the woman who started and everything else. And I just say shouts out to her and those groups for even having something like that. I think T.I. did that shit for Father's Day last year, though.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and that's just respect as well.
That's respect.
Feel me? Like, come on, man. Let people spend their time with their folks, especially if they do no crazy ass shit. Yeah. And last up on it is on the Hero Highlight. I saw this story. This mom, she skipped her own graduation to be at her son's graduation because it's on the same day.
Oh, yeah.
And then the school basically let her be that part of their graduation.
That's good.
Yeah.
Just for doing that sacrifice. And,
That was beautiful.
Anybody mom would do that for them. You
Look at
heard
that
me?
face.
Yeah, man.
Like
They decided to confer both their degrees. Sharonda Wilson was looking forward to getting a diploma at her graduation from Ferris State University, but there was one problem. Her son, Stefan, was graduating on the same day at Central Michigan. Wilson was set to forego her own, but her son's school and hers had a different idea. And once again, it's on CNN. They break down the whole situation.
That's beautiful, man.
I think it's just a beautiful thing. Shouts out to Miss Sharonda. Google this story. That was a beautiful story. Too long for us to read at the moment. But yeah, y'all. That was a hero highlight, man.
That's what's up, dog.
Episode 81, side B.
Fucking right.
Hit us up at flywithbats@gmail.com. As I always say, man, we want y'all to be part of the conversation. Talk y'all talk, whatever it gotta be, man. Holla at us. Like, share, comment, and subscribe on whatever podcast platform that you're on. But especially if you're on iTunes, if you're on Apple Podcasts, it's real easy. If you just scroll to the bottom of what you're listening to us on, you can hit us with the 5 stars. You can hit us with a comment. Either one or both would make us super happy and help the podcast out a lot. This is that actor guy, Martin Bass Bradford. Find me on Facebook at Martin Bass Bradford, but on all the other social medias at Mr. Bats. Spell that Mr. out or you ain't gonna find me. And for 81 side B, I'm out here, you dig?
And it's me, your boy D-Mac. You can catch me on Instagram at your dig brand LLC, and also on Facebook at facebook.com/your-dig-brand. And fuck what you talking about. I'm done.
Whoa, from Planet 001. This is your boy AlphaJo, fresh out of the gumbo, still deep in the roux. And if you're out in the streets and you're looking for me, you can find me on IG AlphaJo, no E, 504 for side B 81. We out this bitch.
Bye, niggas.
Bye.
Yeah. Chillin' on the couch, hand on my pouch, just waking up, watching Homeboy House. Thinking about the day I had to press rewind, play. When I say being a doctor was my goal, ambition, thing I wanted to be. Until I learned the work that it took, and I would be in infinite debt. Then I imagine myself 80 years old, dead with debt over my head. Too much doubt, gotta go another route. Once I got on the music, I ain't never getting out. I envision my life and how I'ma live it out. Kids and a wife, I hope I figure it out. So until then, rule 10, gotta wrap it up, cause life moves on even if we get stuck. So I turn back on the tube, now I'm on the cool, watching set it off, wishing I would make moves. The Tifo was a fool, but the blues, it will hit ya. So you stay inside so them bullets might miss ya. You can get your ish ya. Any single day, make beats at my home so I never fade away. Learning notes and keys, I gotta sit alone. I used to pray to God, but we don't get along. Preachers and believers trying to turn me around, but I should still be proud even if I'm not down with G-O-D. My real F-A-T-H-E-R, not in my vision of tomorrow. He's still living, never forgiving. I oughta try and get along, but twice he ran alone, so now I stand alone. But I ain't lonely. Wheat, cheese, and turkey used to be baloney. Smart kid growing up, adapted in an instant. Winning every day, see my past in the distance. I don't regret a thing, cause I love my existence. Kinda militant, but that's just sentiments from living this life. Still got an open mind. People surprised I never been shot or did time. Step out on the porch, nothing ever changed. Stuttering Jerome, old girl, what's her name? There go old Missy. Look at Miss Barbara and the lady who make the frozen cups daughter. Yeah, I got smarter. Learned from the dumb, been in my own lane. Just never had my own drums. Used to rap about clapping, they never had a gun. I was just imitating, but with a little patience, I'm 3 years ahead of my time and stimulating for me to imagine what would have happened if I was saving like every week. Cause living off pennies ain't sweet, it's bitter. You can be my nigga, but they don't mean that you fam. Trust is like putting a loaded 48 in the hand of a woman or a man who got ulterior plans. Now you're looking at your casket, the invisible man. Cars and the glam and entertainers demand. Isn't what I need, have me like Joe Queen, Phoenix. I'd rather never have an image, but shout out to the ladies in Jits, whoever did it. I ain't a known rapper, but I represent it. Up on the track, New Orleans to the ending. Looking at a picture, the past feels near, but I'm living in the now when she sold last year. Gotta go to work, do I wanna go to sleep? Been up all night with this beat on repeat. But life don't wait and money don't make itself. I need stability, but what I want is wealth.